Anyways, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Mike and Games here. Today I'll just be playing a bit of Minecraft because I don't know what else to do. Um, but I kind of wanted to talk more about my experience with Minecraft, like everything. Because I know this game came out in 2009. I remember it got like very fucking popular very quickly, and I think I've said it before in the last video, but I used to like not be okay with Minecraft. I used to hate it. It used to give me headaches. But growing up with it, I think I was wrong. I think I love this game more than anything now. It's it's been through a lot with me. I think I remember playing it maybe around 2012, 2013, back in middle school. So yeah, back in 2013, 14, I had a friend, 12 or 13. I had a friend who oh, this polar bear wants to beat the shit out of me. Um, when I was a kid, I was like, I was like into like survival games, and I couldn't really figure out what game I should play. Man, that polar bear is fucking after me. And so I had a class with somebody, and he was like, "Why don't you try Minecraft?" And then like literally the entire table I was with, they were like, "Oh yeah, we played Minecraft before. Yeah, yeah, Minecraft's awesome." And I'm just like, "That's gross." I couldn't. I told him like I couldn't see the why people would like it. Like, cool, you're into blocks, but not me. And so he was like, "Well, there's a pocket edition on your phone. There's a or tablet. Like, there's a whole little version of it that you can try out. If you don't like it, then you don't have to play it." I was like, "Sure, why not? I'll give it a try." Um, and so I went up to my sister's iPad and I was like, "This game looks dumb." Like I turned it on. It was a free edition too, so it didn't. It was like it gave you like infinite dirt and like a pickaxe and like the sword and the shovel like were all locked. And so I was like playing around, I was building, and I was like, I can. This game seems pretty fun. Like it's not as bad as I assumed. And it went from me like building a little brick house to being like, okay, I want to see what the survival aspect is about. And like the free edition, I don't know if you guys even know about the free edition. Them only OGs know about the fucking free version. Back when it was on uh, for iPhone and iPad, I don't even think it was out for Samsung. I could be wrong. Um, it was like the free edition only had zombies as enemies. So I never knew that there was a creeper. I never knew about the skeleton until much later. Um, and so I got into it. Like it went from like me playing for 30 minutes to like literally spending the entire day learning to survive and building. And part of the survival aspect was like instead of getting like infinite dirt blocks, you had to get your own dirt blocks, but it still gave you like a good amount. I think I could be remembering that wrong. But it didn't show you it didn't have the nether. It didn't have that ambience is scary as fuck. It didn't have many of like what the regular PC version would have, which was a lot. That the Pocket Edition was missing a lot. Um, and so okay, it's safe down here. And so playing it normally as if I had like playing I never knew there was even a PC edition. Like I was just playing it thinking like, oh, this is a cool new game. Like I had assumed this game hadn't been out at all. And so knowing that there is a free version and the fully paid version, I never really wanted to buy the full edition just because it didn't really catch my interest as much as it does now. And so playing it and getting used to it, I was like, this game's pretty cool. And this was before when I don't know if you could do it today in creative mode, but this was like when you could break bedrock and actually fall off the game's map. And like you could see the abyss that's all the way down. Like that shit was awesome as a kid. Um, I remember like I built fucking volcanoes in the free edition, made out of dirt, but the only blocks I had allowed they allowed were fucking dirt and sands from what I remember. And so I didn't know anything about sandstone. I didn't know anything about the little monuments they had. Um, it was just like a little small game, like a little demo, and I loved it. It was fucking awesome. And so I was still like on the fence with it. Like people were like, "Oh, like you should buy the full edition. Like there's spiders and skeletons." And I was like, "No, that'd be too complicated for me." Like I already had an issue getting used to Minecraft, knowing that there's a full-on like actual like thing going on with it. I was not really expecting to come across something like that. And so, the Pocket Edition had a few updates. After some time, I decided, like, I was able to convince my sister, like, can we please buy the Pocket Edition of Minecraft for the iPad 2? And weirdly enough, she said yes, and I was like, awesome. This is like the one thing I've asked for on the iPad to pay for. It's like my first, I think it was literally our first iPad purchase, which is kind of fucking funny considering that it was Minecraft. Um, and so I played it, and I was like, this game is like, I didn't think the game would be that. For me, it was so fucking difficult playing it on the full edition. Like I was like dying left and right. There were skeletons, creepers, spiders. But I remember when I still had the Pocket Edition. I don't think I bought it yet. I totally skipped over everything. Um, I was really into YouTube as well. So then I was like all the other things we'd ever use YouTube for is either videos, how-to tutorials, and like this was back when like gaming wasn't, a popular thing on YouTube. How did I die? Anyways, um, oh yeah, I forgot I have the little girl skin. Probably shouldn't say little girl. So it was an idea that I pondered of I should go on YouTube and see what else I can do in Minecraft because doing the same things like kind of irked me. I was like I'm getting tired of doing the same thing. And so I found out of these YouTubers, these very popular ones nowadays. Captain Sparkles, Sky Does Minecraft. I don't remember many of them, but I did remember seeing a lot of them and only sticking to those two. And seeing how there were like servers, seeing how they were like a bit like, oh, you could come play a Minecraft Cops and Robbers game, and I was like, that's fucking awesome. How do I do that? Obviously, it was on PC, and I didn't own one. I didn't really need one, honestly. I was okay with the fucking normal edition, but I decided to like make worlds inspired from those, and my nephew and I would play together. He would use, I think it was my sister's phone, and I would use. Oh my god, I had a lot of shit on me. And I would use the iPad. And so we would just fucking play for hours. Like we would just fucking waste days. If we were bored, we had that game, we would never be bored again. It would keep us like no wonder there's so many like iPad kids now because like I think me and my nephew, the early generation of Gen Z really fucking put that in perspective that a child could be very easily entertained by just electronics. And so we got into it. My nephew didn't get as into it as I did. I used to like literally not sleep because I would be like, I want to build something in Minecraft and I know for a fact I'll forget it tomorrow. Like I had a bad addiction. And so it was it got to the point to where like I had to actually like stop playing it like entirely. Like I had to like stop using the tablet and I would only watch YouTubers play it because I couldn't I could only get into like I only liked watching them because I know for a fact that if I got into it again, I would not sleep and I would get grounded for awful grades because that was like a regular thing with me too. I wasn't really good at school at that time. I don't think I was ever good at school. think school's ever good at anything. Um, and so where the fuck is the water? Where did the water go? It was here just a minute ago. Where the fuck is the water? Where did the water go? Where am I missing this? I was literally right on top of it. Oh well, fuck it. And so it's just like it always. I don't know. It's just like playing Minecraft. I would always fall out of it and then fall back into it because I would either watch YouTubers or I would look at mods and then I'd be like, man, I wish fucking PlayStation or Xbox had this shit. Like now they have like the little servers and it's almost like the PC. The only difference is that PlayStation and Xbox still don't really allow mods. They just allow like little worlds. Um, so it still kind of sucks because I would literally mod the fuck out of Minecraft. Like I've seen so many to the point to where like I want to make Minecraft like unrecognizable with all the mods I want to add. And it's always been fascinating to me that a little cubicle game where you could create anything, literally had people create anything. And I think that was like the one thing I always loved. It's just like, cause I used to play with Legos, so I always had this like, I don't want to say creative mind, but I always had like these things where I'll sit down and I'll just look around and be like, what can I build today? And I'll just build a fucking city and then tear it all apart because I also had a little Godzilla toy, so that was cool. And I remember one of the many dreams I had as a kid was to make a Lego city, like the ones that you see in the fucking commercials. Like I wanted to add a whole city with like I wanted to add like LED lights, like for the fire trucks. I wanted to fucking learn how to build stop road signs for the Lego city. I wanted to add a train for some fucking reason. I don't even think a train was out on Lego yet. I don't even think it is out for Lego City. Who the fuck is making noises? And so, like seeing Minecraft, it was like cool. So it's like Legos, but at the moment I'm limited until I bought the full edition, and I mean that's all I ever talked about. And like I never really recommended playing Minecraft to anybody else because it was almost like a guilty pleasure. Because this was back when Minecraft used to be made fun of. You know, before like the whole like every Minecraft YouTuber is a freak. This was back when people were just like, why would you play a cubicle game? And I would just sit there like, cause it's fucking cubicle. Fucking squares, man. Um, and I've always just been, I don't know, like okay with it. I've always liked the idea of liking a game that everybody else hates. Except for the games I fucking hate. Fuck those games. But if it were any other game, you know, that doesn't count. It's only my games. My games are good. The games I like are the only good games. Um, and so I think I took a break from Minecraft after that. Came back to it in like freshman year. Like I come back to it like at least once a year. Back when the Xbox 360 edition came out. That shit was fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit, I get to play this on a console. I still had the PlayStation 2, I think, so I wasn't like, you know, like in the whole like conversation of like the PlayStation 3 and is Xbox better or is PlayStation better. I was just like, I wanted to be the jack of all trades when it came to video games. Like I never wanted to have an opinion on any system, but because, you know, I grow up, I ended up having favoritism towards one. And so growing up knowing how like Minecraft started on the X, and this was before I found out like, or no, because they didn't own Microsoft. Microsoft didn't own them yet. But this was back before I knew that it'd be easier to get things on Xbox when it came to PC shit. Because, you know, PlayStation is fucking stuck up. So, so yeah, back in the 360 edition, I found out about villages. I found out about um, mods that mobs that were not out yet for the Pocket Edition. So I found out about the Ocelot. I found out about I don't know if I found out about wolves, but I found out I think about villagers. Um, and I was like, okay, cool, like this is awesome. And I remember I didn't like to play creative mode, or I'm sorry, I didn't do the cheat mode like many people would, just because it said that I wouldn't get any achievements, and I thought that meant for the game overall. And so I never fucking put up like cheat codes or day cycle or anything like that. And so when um I think when I got like literally the first I had to turn off the Minecraft music because the first day I owned the Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, after hearing the music and playing it on console, I was playing the tutorial too. That fucking mode had a tutorial. I don't know if it has a tutorial anymore. I think they removed it altogether from all systems. I think it's only in the demo, but even then, I think the demo doesn't exist either. Um, but it was always like the music made me cry because it was just like because it my nephew wasn't into it, and this is gonna sound sad, but I didn't have that many friends that were into Minecraft, and I didn't have that many friends in general. So knowing that like I got a game that I was excited about, knowing that I didn't have anyone to share it with, like yo, like I just bought the game. Like, this is fucking awesome. Like, let's all play. Like, I had no one to play with. The people I knew from middle school, like, they all had their own lives now. They didn't have time for fucking Minecraft. It was time for fucking Minecraft in 2014. And so it just felt so, like, cool. I felt like I was at the top of the world, but the top of the world felt so lonely. And I remember I was like, I think I'm gonna cry. And my sister was like, why, you weirdo? And I was like, cuz, like, I'm so excited for this game and no one else is. And she was like, well, we're excited that, she's like, we're happy that you're, having fun. She's like, just don't dwell on it too much. And then, like, it just, I don't know, it felt pretty lonely, I guess. And I used to play it in I had permission to play it in the living room. Because my fucking system, we used to connect the system to the living room to watch DVDs, which, like, is no longer a problem now, which is crazy to think about. And so I played that game for hours. I would go to school, I'd come home, I'd play it. I would wake up, a day off from school, I'd play it. I went to the restroom, played it. Had a dream, played it. Crying, throwing up that my stomach is like the worst it's ever been, playing it. Like I always used to fucking play that game. I learned about fucking potions. I learned about how to make a bow. And by the way, that too, I didn't learn the recipes by playing the game. Watching YouTubers make it, like my brain instantly added that, and I was like, this is gonna get complicated when I buy this system edition if it comes out. I know, like fucking clockwork. I just like knew how everything worked. Like I understood that game like the back of my hand, and I've never seen the back of my hand, which is fucking crazy to think about. I have seen the back of my hand, I lied. But it was just like it was like I'm never like it was like I never like I almost already knew how to play just from watching YouTubers. Like I fucking picked up what they learned. And I learned how to do boats. I made maps once again focused on things that were only seen on PC, and I was just playing for fun. I learned about the bonus chests, about the starter chests. I learned that you get a map. I don't even think a map was. I think you had to make the maps. And then I remember I built like so many worlds. Like I wish I had a fucking I don't know. I wish I had like a little fucking file that had all these like pictures and screenshots. I really wish I took screenshots of the game. And I think I actually have the Pocket Edition still, and it hasn't been updated since I think they added the little Nether version that they had. Because the nether was too big for the fucking pocket edition, so they added like a little cube of it. Like you had to build it, make it, and then it would summon a little nether portal. And then the nether would go to the overworld, and then you would have to fight to get the resources you need. But yeah, I never understood how to make the nether portals, and I never really tried. I just had it happen. Um, and so once I got older and once high school took its course, I would still go to Minecraft to blow off some steam, to relax, to get things off my mind, to listen to the music and have my emotions take over. And I remember I talked to my brother and he was like, "I'm never playing Minecraft. That shit looks gay." And I was like, "Well, get ready to be gay because we're gonna play Minecraft." And he loved it. He got into Minecraft. And I think what made it funny is that I think he got into it like I don't think it was around the same time. I think it was a little before that South Park episode used Minecraft. And it was like, Stan, how do you tame a horse in Minecraft? And then my brother was like, "Is that true?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like you can tame a horse. Like this is how you do it." And like I literally taught him. And I think that's what got him into it. And I remember I told him like I want to buy a PC. I want to buy like my own little office, my own little like house, and put offices in it and build our own little fucking gaming community in that little thing. Our own little rooms to work, play, fucking do whatever without the stress of like being at home and looking around your dirty ass house. Because that's why I can never focus on making a video because I'm always procrastinating to where if I had a fucking spot to do it and only do it, I think it would help me much more. And so, once again, as time passed on, like I realized, and this is gonna sound very sad and very fucking emo, but Minecraft was like the one childhood friend who always stuck by me and who always like was there when I needed any kind of like anything away from my attention. Like if I had too much on my mind, I would get on Minecraft. I would start up a new world. I would work on an old world. I would uh, do a new world and see what the new update is and figure out how it works. Um, and I used to be there for every like Minecon live stream. I was there when I wasn't there, but I watched everything. I was always looking out for updates. It was like the only game I ever focused on when it came to updates because I never pay attention to game updates. Like now I'm a little better on it, especially with Fallout 76 and Apex and Fortnite. Like now I'm kind of like I get like little snippets here and there, but Minecraft was a place where I would search for it. And then you know, high school passed, I grew up, I needed a job. Minecraft was still there. And I think I guess a break from Minecraft altogether, and I stopped getting into the updates. Now Minecraft is fucking something I don't even recognize. They added so much shit from then to here. Like I used to do the live streams and back on YouTube like what almost half a year ago, and I was still shocked at what was new. Like the honeys, the last thing I remember being new were the fucking bees. And that shit's like not that's like the second to third last update before the fucking everything else came out. And it's funny too because that's where I kind of got the name for my YouTube channel. Because before I wanted to be only Minecraft channel, and then I was like that's kind of sad and lonely though. Because I'm the only one that plays fucking Minecraft, so I was like, this isn't gonna get me anywhere. Um, And so I was like, okay, because I originally it was gonna be Minecraft, and I was like, I looked on YouTube, everybody has that fucking name. Okay, cool, no Minecraft. Mike in Minecraft after my favorite YouTuber, and then I was like, no, that's still kind of lame, and everybody once again will just take that name. And so I was like, Mike, Mike, Mike. I was like, because I wanted my nickname to be in there, because everybody called me Mike, and it's weird, because it doesn't really make much sense, because Mike is like a very Caucasian name, and I'm not Caucasian. Sorry, father called me. Um, so it was less about me. It, it was. It went from me wanting to be like, oh, okay, I want to be myself. I don't like this is gonna sound fucked up, but I was like, I don't want to be like, yeah, I don't want to be basic. I wanted to be myself. I wanted to be more open with people, not super open, like I wanted to be somebody that people can look at and be like, oh, he was just like me when I was a kid, or hey, he's just like me who never had friends. I just wanted someone to relate to me, honestly. And I think that's what got me into thinking, like, okay, so Mike does gaming, Mike plays games, Mike in games, and I was like, awesome. And before it was with an S, and then I was gonna keep it at Mike in games, but the PlayStation account I had with that name, I lost the fucking email and password to, and I never found it. Like I tried, I had to call the email, I had to fucking call people, and I was like, hey, can you guys like please trust me? And this was before like now it's easy to call them and be like, hey, this is my account. Here's like everything. Like before I was a kid, so I was like, I don't know how to do this. And so I lost everything to that. I had a Call of Duty Ghost on PlayStation 3, and I had friends who were online friends only, so we weren't really close. And as a kid, that was hard for me to know because I always wanted to be personal. Like everybody was a best friend to me, and I ended up like I ended up just being like, okay, well I'm gonna start again. Mike and games with an S 00, and I was like, the zeros don't make fucking sense, and so I just use that as a fucking backup account now, like to send things to if in case anything happens. It's on PlayStation. It has fucking Jack from Jack and Dexter as its profile picture. And then I was like, okay, Mike in games with a Z, because for some reason I thought changing the S to a Z was the coolest fucking thing. I was like, yeah, Z for zebra. So I made it. Like I did it that way, and I know for a fact that like on YouTube there's already 3 other channels with making games, but their uploads were like 3 years ago. So I was like, awesome. This name is technically vacant. There's vacancy on the name, and I was like, I'll just fucking and like the last YouTube channel I think that had the most recent with the same name as mine was like I think like Slither.io was the fucking last video they made, and I was like, awesome. And it's like 2019, so I was like, fucking cool, freedom. No, not 2019. I'm sorry, that was 2016. So I was like, okay, like that game was like whatever old. Whatever would count as a year old, basically, because it was like that channel didn't upload after that one. And I still check up on them sometimes. I'm just like, I wonder if they'll ever come back. But they haven't yet, which is like cool, I guess. I guess. Um, and so it just like, I just took it. I was like, I'm taking that name. And it's funny because everybody wanted me to do the channel, but I always was hesitant. Because I was like, I don't think I should. Like, I'm barely like 16. Like I don't know how to fucking what if I do very well and it's too much for me? Because that's the one thing too. This is like back when YouTubers were being open about their mental health and how it was taking a toll on them. And I was like, I don't want to take it that seriously though, but at the same time it'd be cool if it was. And then I just had a bunch of friends who were like, okay, so they're like, just do it. Like literally pretend you're gonna make it. And if you um once you make it, if you're okay with it, push start channel, or if you're not, then just delete it. So then they're like, do everything, like pretend like you're gonna make it, and then if you're Like have it on hold. Like if you're satisfied with everything, do it. If not, then you know, further down the future you'll be okay. And so I did everything and I looked at it, and at that moment I was really proud of it. I was like, this looks cool. Like I didn't have a profile picture or anything. It was just a picture of Link for like dressed up as fucking the Assassin's Creed people. And I was like, even though it's not my art, I'm gonna take it and make it my profile picture. Now I have a fucking, I, yeah, penis. Um, like now I did the little profile picture I have now, and I think it made me laugh because it's just like, I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if I should do this. Like, I want to, I wanted to make the YouTube channel more legit, and I guess I wasn't very, man, I'm starting to lose words now because I'm focusing more on the game. Let me break this pickaxe real quick. There you go. And so I always just focused on like what the channel would look like, what I wanted. Like I wanted to do a PC, I wanted to do everything. I guess my one regret is not choosing a laptop, because even though laptops aren't really the best for gaming, I still would have probably used it more than the way I'm using my computer now. And I wish I gave myself kind of a head start. Like I wish I asked for things. I wish I bought things when when they gave me $5. Back when $5 was worth something. Like I wish for Christmas, like back when I was still able to get gifts, like I would just ask for like a fucking whole fucking YouTube channel starter. And I used to play like little YouTuber tycoons to see if my channel would ever grow the way I did, and like sometimes they would fail. So it was like cool. I was like, there's like a 50% chance of it working. Um, and it's just like, and I did start it, and I did some videos, which I know I should probably explain as to why I had to restart the channel 3 times, because that's one thing I always jumped around. I had 6 different response videos about why I did it, but since nobody really, I don't want to say cared, but since nobody was really aware that my channel existed before then, like I decided not to touch up on the subject at all. But now I'm willing to just open up and, let everybody know that like I deleted those videos. Like the first videos were like more live action, and I was like, I'm so ready, like let's do this. And there were like a few skits, and I deleted them because I wasn't as happy with it. And I remember hearing a YouTube video about I forgot I lost myself. I lost where I was supposed to go. And so I remember I saw a video like, oh, if you're not happy with what you upload, just don't upload it or delete it. And I did that. I completely restarted again. And so, or the first time. And I was like, I would rather get everything prepared first, which is when I got the PS4. I waited for that PS4 to be mine. And so when I got the PS4, I was like, fucking awesome. Now I need to learn how to do videos because it was my brother's PS4. He deleted it all because I did too many and I never uploaded them. So I had that going on for me. Um, I think what sucked was like I was really excited. I was always happy to do it. Um, One thing that I guess I do, I don't want to say regret, but the one thing I wish I did first was basically make my channel more um I guess the best way to put it is like I guess I wish I knew how to do it correctly and properly, because sometimes the way I do the videos are honestly half-assed. Mm-hmm. And so uh I then restarted the channel to do PS3 videos because my best friend, who you guys knew is Brutal User, who is now Son Gohan, I think, or Son Goku. He showed me this app and he was like, you should do this for videos, and I did, and it still came out kind of janky. So then I didn't, and then I stopped uploading. So I completely destroyed it, completely ignored everything. It just took it down. And then I started again with PS4. I didn't know what to do at that time. Uh, what kind of videos to make, or how many videos to make. I just knew that I wanted to do something not unique, but something different. Something that like wasn't as overused. And I don't know why I decided to stick to gaming. A lot of people were like, "You sure you want to keep doing gaming?" And I said, "Yeah." Which I don't regret. I don't regret making this just a gaming channel. I do I do want to grow this channel though, to be more than just gaming, to be more than just like, oh, it's just him, being him. I wanted to do more than that. The fucking Enderman come up and who the fuck hit me? What the fuck hit me? Is that polar bear beating the shit out of me? He is. That's new. Um. And so. Ow! What the fuck? What do you mean? That's a fucking strong ass bear, yo. The fuck did I do to him? Fucker overreacted. I was like, I'm gonna do Apex videos, because at that moment Apex was pretty popular, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was like, I'll do Apex, because Apex seems pretty cool. It seemed like it was pretty in. It's what the kids were talking about these days, which it wasn't. Nobody really was talking about Apex. But I liked it. I miss Apex. Um, I should probably play it again. But I honestly do believe that this channel was I feel like this channel has to be more than just in games. And that's why I wanted to do more than just the same old like, oh, I'm playing this game today. Oh, this game came out, I'm playing it. What am I gonna do with this channel, you're probably asking? I have no idea. I have no idea what to do with it. I've had a lot of moments where I did think about deleting it again and restarting. I've had a lot of doubts of whether or not this channel is even gonna stay up as long as it is. And I've just been thinking about just stopping, honestly, because I started noticing that I started half-assing videos. I didn't like the idea of... Fuck, I fucked up. God damn it. I think it did more damage. It did more bad than good to do the videos the way I was doing it, and I'm glad that I completely stopped and took that week off last week. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do enjoy making videos. I do see myself enjoying it. I guess the best way to put it is that I wish I had more, I wish there was always something more exciting happening. Because everything is PC now. People are always on PC. And I wish I had the money, I guess, and the uh, availability to buy a better one than the one I have and actually, play any kind of PC game. And that's what sucks is that I keep thinking to myself, yeah, I'm just on PlayStation. There's nothing I can do. When there's millions of PlayStation YouTubers out there doing perfect. And it's just more of that self-doubt rather than me speaking what I think is the truth. Um, and so, I know that I know that I'll be fine because I have 40 subscribers. That's like double the amount that I thought I would ever get in this year. That was this year. If I had guessed that I would probably go from what was I 15, I had assumed 20. I was like I might get 10 more, and that was me like or 5 more. I was like I might get 5 more, and that was me praying that I did. And I uploaded that shitty Five Nights at Freddy's video that everybody loved, and it fucking just threw me over the loop. I did not expect to do so well, and knowing that because of a glitchy ass game, I got the chance to what's the word? The chance to be like, yeah, I did that, Like not I did the video, but like everybody enjoyed the video that I put out. Everybody fucking liked it and found it funny apparently. People fucking loved it. And so knowing how like me just acting myself and being silly in a game that was very fucking glitchy, it went from my thought it went for it changed my thought process from being I have to be funny to I'll just act the way I would around my friends. And instead of forcing it, just have it happen, which is a little harder for some people. Like it's a bit harder for me to look at something and be like, "Oh, that's funny," because not many people will look at the same thing. Like people call me a fucking dork for thinking the smallest things. Not in a bad way. I mean, it's kind of cute that people call me dork. I'll talk about one person specifically, not everybody. I don't want you to come up to me and call me a dork because I'll find it offensive. But it's definitely one of those things that I did hope would do well. And I do plan on probably making more Five Nights at Freddy's content. Just because, I don't think it's because it raised in popularity. I think I did enjoy the VR game. So I'm down to start the VR game again. And finish that shit. Because that shit was fun. And the new one came out too. I gotta figure out when the fuck the new one will come out to console. Because that shit's gonna be fucking scary as fuck. And I know I've been talking for way too fucking long. Um, but I do thank you for sitting down and listening, or laying down and listening, or standing upside down if you're in Australia. You know, thank you for being here, and thank you for existing. I appreciate you and everything you do, even if I don't know you, even if we will never cross paths. I know that you're doing great, and I am proud of you. And I hope that if we do see each other, then may it be under the best day you've ever had. You know, you know, like what was that one guy say? Fucking good energy or whatever. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going too far. Um, I think I'm starting to ramble now, and I don't know what else to talk about. So see you guys later. Love you. Next upload probably next Friday. Probably not. I'll probably just do another big long ass video like this one. Sleep well. Uh, Good luck on whatever you got going on. I hope it goes well. Tell your doctor I said hi. Tell your parents I said hi. And if not, then tell your pet I said hi. And if not, then tell your children. And if not, then tell your neighbor. And if not, then tell your mailman. And if not, then tell the guy you owe money to. Bye.